RDA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Riddick light on his feet. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Off play action, Ward. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw, here's Ward. His throw incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chargers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. I mean, he's been solid here in the early part of the season, currently ranked in the top 5 amongst NFL quarterbacks in passing yardage. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
But you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert now. That is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to begin quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
38-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. And a first down.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action now, Ward. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ward. Great effort there. 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answers for that right there.
Chargers 7.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Hampton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down and a yard.
Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. The tight end in motion right.
Go.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the give, this is Hampton. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Ward. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But there he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds Riddick, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
The 10-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Brings up second and 9.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up third and 14.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Omarion Hampton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now second and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
The final shot before break. Moore. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And oh, look at this. You know he was dying to make a big play here. The former Steeler, George Pickens. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting.
Both Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season, currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing is Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14 and a first down.
70. Go.
They go play action with Ward. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Back to Hampton on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Throwing now, Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Torrey Taylor.
And they'll send out their punter now. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Play action. It's Ward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 25 yards. Result is a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
And down at the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. To throw is Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Give here to Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
7. It's 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ward. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a first down.
From the gun, here's Ward. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Ward. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, here's Ward. To the right side and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's to his running back, complete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
A gain of 13 yards. Results in a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Moore. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ward now working out of the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here it is, 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Ward. That is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Hampton. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
12 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Capper.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.